Shri Mataji, everyone. A very good morning and welcome to the morning meditation. Let's all collectively offer pranams to Adi Shakti and we seek permission for the collective meditation, followed by raising our Kundalini and taking bandhans. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am nothing but the pure spirit. Mother, please take us into collective consciousness. Please let us be in Nirvichar Samadhi. Attention on Mooladhara. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Shubhakareshu Sarvada Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha 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 Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Attention on Anahat Chakra.
I wish peace for the whole world, for the whole nation. To understand, to give up all the strives, all the false battles for money and for power, all wrong ideas that they are different from each other and come under the banner of Sahaja Yoga and enter into the kingdom of God, where they are invited with all respect and love. I wish peace to all of them, to all the countries, all the human beings, in their families, in their hearts, with their children, with all of them. Let there be peace. Let their heart emit peace. Their tongue speak with peace. Their eyes see nothing but peace. All this has to change. Tremendous change has to take place. The whole universe has to take a different turn. All that is hatred, hateful, ugly has to vanish, and the peace has to prevail. It is not the peace of the dead, but peace of the living. That has to come, of the body. I bless all of you to be the channels of that peace, to be beautiful channels of that peace, to be glorious channels of that peace, to be great children of your mother, who is so proud of you. May God bless you.
Let's put our 5 fingers of right hand to Nabhi Chakra. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am a peaceful person. Shri Mataji, verily, you are the peace and royal dignity within me. Shri Mataji, please make me a peaceful and satisfied person. Both hands on Anhat Chakra. Shri Mataji, please come in my heart. Please let the divine love, compassion, and peace be part of my character. Please bless me with natural humility so that I can penetrate into the hearts of others. Attention on Sushubna, the central channel, Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat, Shri Ganesh Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Nirvichar Samadhi Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichar Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. In this meditative state, let's absorb Shri Mataji's Amritvani.
But it doesn't amaze people now. It used to once upon a time. Because it corrects people, it is fruitful, it achieves results. Ultimately now they have accepted that whatever mother decides is the best. But I don't decide actually. To be very frank, I don't do anything. But I see it so clearly, so evidently that this is the right thing one should do. So why do wrong things? That's how you have to develop yourself to get over this problem of Vishuddhi. But Vishnumaya has to be worshipped, has to be really remembered every day, because that is a common failing in the West. Now, if your Vishnumaya is bad, angry with you, then what happens? You go on adding guilt after guilt, guilt after guilt, guilt after guilt. But all the time if you are alert and keep your Vishnumaya intact, then what happens? That she looks out. She doesn't allow any guilt to come. And then the enjoyment of your spirit is maximum. With a guilt, it's a dent in it. You see, I'm so happy, mother, happy, very happy, I'm rejoiced. And suddenly, what happened? Oh, I did that wrong. I've seen people getting upset for small things. I mean, of course, I have another life also. This sophisticated world. One gentleman was eating all right and suddenly, what happened? Oh, I was supposed to telephone to that person and I did not telephone. But now you eat your food now. Why are you worried about that? So, no, I should have. But what is going to happen in any case? You have not telephoned, so you have not telephoned now. It's all right. Now you better have your phone and telephone. Then he finds out that the man was not there at all. He could never report him. So all these things are have created a kind of a norms in our life. And these are so artificial norms. Now, I was supposed to be there, say at this time. I am not there. So what? I should have been there. But if you are not there, what's the use of feeling bad about it? I should have reached the place. You will be surprised. The planes will wait, the man will wait, everything will be there, even if you reach 8 hours later. It would all happen that way. But first you must get in tune with this all-pervading power, with Vishnumaya. If you are tuned with her, then you will never find it's all in front of you. It's just there because remember now you have entered into the kingdom of God. Just test it. But on the contrary, you are all the time using your human ignorance and then you get deceived. Try to know that you are enlightened people, that you are not anymore ordinary. But unless and until you use your powers, what's the use? It's like some beggar, you put him on the throne. And when people come to me, begs, okay, all right. Baba, you are made the king, why are you begging? So not to feel guilty is our religion. Not to feel guilty. We have to face it. If you have done any mistake, with open heart, you should accept we done this mistake, go and tell the person, do the thing, or correct it, or attend to it, instead of making a capital out of it and putting it down on your Vishuddhi. It is a very big problem in the West. And I was surprised that it is very much on the increase. And they are very proud. Oh, I'm so guilty. Better go to jail. All your pleasant temperament, all your joyous temperament absolutely gets poisoned by this guilt, which has no meaning. Neither it can help you, nor can it help anyone. I'm telling you with such earnestness because I know it's in the beginning, of course, all the Sahaja Yogis who I have met in the West had this guilt. Also, Catholicism is another one. In the Catholic Church, you are supposed to confess. But I have seen Protestants very badly guilty. Protestants are no less. But in India, you take any Catholic or a Protestant, nobody is guilty there. As I told you the other day, a story my granddaughter asked me, Grandma, what sins you think I am committing? I said, what? I didn't commit any sin. But can you tell me if I am committing any sin? I said, I don't see any sin in you. She said, but you know, in our school they asked me to confess my sins, so what should I confess? I said, what will you say? Oh, only thing I ate 2 ice creams. I said, go and tell them. So it's so stupid as that. If you see the point, it is very stupid. And this stupidity you should not indulge. Keep yourself happy. Makes no difference whatsoever. And sometimes I make mistakes, like suddenly I don't know why Aristotle I confused with Tolstoy. I don't know why Tolstoy came into my mind, though I don't think Tolstoy was anywhere near Aristotle or Aristotle was anywhere like that. But I did commit mistake and I've been thinking why it was so. Still, it is very important. Even these people, you see, when they are described, like, you see, Aristotle had no influence on Tolstoy at all. It's a fact. He had no influence. Aristotle was a man with politics and all that, and he displaced all the philosophy on one side. Here is Tolstoy, who tried to show how a person can resurrect. I don't know if you have read him or not, but I think he is one of the great writers of those days. And the other day only I was comparing both of them, and I said, look at this man. He is absolutely different from Aristotle. Absolutely. 2 ends of the thing, we can say. And how is it that he never read Aristotle? He was such a learned man, he never read Aristotle. Then I just felt it's a Russian mind. And Russian mind is extremely introspective. And this introspection was missing in Mr. Aristotle, was taking out everything out of his head, the yarn, and putting people on the other line altogether of this politics. Plato was even in a way worse than him, but this one is another. So Socrates was finished. And Aristotle became everything. But because I have been judging both of them on their merits, that how is it Tolstoy? Because Tolstoy was a born realized soul. So he saw life very differently. If you have read Anna Karenina, there they have shown this lady, Anna Karenina, carrying on with another man when she was a married lady, and her husband very tolerant, working very hard and all that, and could not give her sufficient time, so she thought she has a right to be romantic. And then at the end he proves that she was never happy. But her husband was very peaceful, very forgiving. But she was never happy, and ultimately she had to commit suicide. I mean, these are old writers who used to write like this, especially those who were realized souls. But if you give the same thing to somebody who is a modern writer, he would show that the husband committed suicide, not the wife. And that's what now we are in the modern times. And that's how we are, that we feel guilty for none of our faults. Here is a wife carrying on with another man. And the man feels that I'm guilty because I'm not so attractive. That's why she's carrying on with another man. And he commits suicide. It's not so. It is the wife who is wrong, not the man. So also there is a shift of guilt or wrong from one to another by our perverted thinking. I've seen some men who are just like cabbages before their wives, especially in America. Just cabbages. I said, why are you such a cabbage? So they say, Mother, you see, it was our guilt the way we suppressed women. But why do you allow your women to suppress you? That's also wrong. So they allow their women to suppress them because they think their forefathers suppressed the women. Doing the same thing. You are imbalancing yourself. Because we feel guilty. For whom? For your forefathers. They are dead and gone. You are different. Like that, we try to make ourselves guilty. Is a fashion, like dressing up in a funny way. All the time, try to find out what wrong we have done. It's a typical Western mind. And then you become les miserables. How can you be happy people? All the time you start blaming yourself, putting yourself down. All these theories and all those things that have come to you have just made you miserable people. Without going to jail, you are in jail. Now this I was telling you about the dresses. Now, there's a 6 inches, this skirts have come. Now, girls feel guilty if they don't wear 6 inches. So actually it is wrong to wear that, but they feel guilty that they are not wearing. Because these are funny norms we have created, that whatever the entrepreneurs take out, we should be slaves to them. Immediately we should start throwing away all our clothes, take new style, another style. It is in Paris, something comes up, everybody should be. On the contrary, if India, anybody starts such tricks, they'll never accept. Get lost. We don't want all this nonsense. So, by that we throw away all the tradition which has grown us to this level. All our traditions we lose. Because these entrepreneurs are working on us, we are playing into their hands, and all these people who are putting their yarns every day, all kinds of theories coming up from all over, we start accepting. If we do not accept, we feel guilty. It's very surprising how people accept nonsense. That's a very painful experience of mine when I went to America once, and there was a little child of 8 years. And she said he takes drugs, the mother. I said, really? I felt so shocked. I just took the child to my heart. And I said, why do you take drugs? So he looked up at me. He said, my mother never hugs me like this. I asked her, why don't you hug your child like that? She said, because I'll develop a guilt. I said, how? According to Freud, it would be a guilt. Now Freud is dictating that it's a guilt to hug your child. So you develop a guilt. So from where is it coming, this guilt to you? It's from these books that you are reading, these useless people who are guiding you. They have no character, they have no sense, they have no idea of reality, and that's what you accept as Bible, then naturally you will be guilty. If a little coffee spills in a party, oh my God, then I think you are worse than a criminal. Or else somebody's carpet is spoiled, then of course, you should go to jail immediately. More on very superficial things, these norms are made. On very superficial behaviors, these norms are made. And then you start feeling guilty. You don't feel guilty that you are a racist. You don't feel guilty about the things about which you have to feel guilty. That you aggressed people in America, killed thousands and thousands of people, millions of people there. Nobody feels guilty about that. Or you dominated the whole world. Nobody feels guilty about that. You feel guilty about things which are extremely superficial. But for such yogis, they are so deep that if they have to feel really bad about anything, it is. I have to find out now what they have to feel bad. So I found out a simple solution. If you feel bad, please pull your ears, finished. Or if you feel guilty, just pull your ears and we should give you your hand. It's a very simple method. Just pull your ears like this, finished. But sometimes I find people all the time walking before me. Then I think, what have I done to them now? Even while dancing, they'll do the same. This is a bit too much for me to see these people feeling. So, Sahaja Yoga is not such a hard and fast rule about anything. You are absolutely free people and you have to use all the freedom. Absolutely. You are not to sort of be guided by some hard and fast rule that all the time you keep your ears pulled down like that. Just to overcome this nonsense of your guilt, I said, all right, you can pull your ears. And every time I see people just pulling their ears. Yesterday one girl was wearing a big earring and she was pulling her earrings. So I was quite worried it might... Sahaja Yoga is just a play, just an enjoyment. It is not this kind of hard and fast laws and regulations as you see. Because you are now innately religious. You've got your spirit to see. What mistakes can you commit? But where you have to be careful, you are not. For example, I say that before going out, please take a bandhan. It's a kavach. We call it a kavach. Means kavach in English, this word we call for kavach.
Protection. Protection.
That's rather, protection is abstract, but this is protection of the mother, is a concrete stuff. You see, kavach. So you take the kavach. Kavach is something you can say that people wear those armor inside. You see, that sort of a thing is kavach. So you must take that before going out or talking to somebody. That you don't do. Then I find I said, from where are you coming? Oh, mother, I went to see I went to a cemetery. I said, for what? Somebody died, so I went there. So did you take your kavach? No? And you can see all the boots dancing here on the head. This is the thing, that where and then you pull your ears, what's the use? It's not just a simple thing, take your kavach when you are going out. It's so simple. In Sahaja Yoga, we don't have to do horrible rituals that people do. Nothing of the kind. Just take your bandhan in the morning when you are going out. And if somebody is argumentative, just give a bandhan. Anything little bandhan can work out so many things. But we forget that we have entered into the kingdom of God and all the saints and all the angels and ganas are at your disposal. Now you have to believe in yourself. How am I to tell you that believe in yourself now? So this human nonsense of feeling guilty should vanish from every Sahaja Yoga. That's why today we are having this Vishnumaya. Now, for example, the Vishnumaya entered into this house. Because it's a new, dilapidated old house and it was a brewery. It was wrong to have the havan outside, they should have had inside. Not to feel guilty about it. But again, I think they will also. But this was wrong. So Vishnumaya saw that you had committed a mistake. She herself came and cleaned out everything. She didn't think that you should feel guilty. She thought these are children, still don't know anything about it. They don't know how many boots are inside. Better I go do the job. And she cleansed it. That's all. There's nothing to feel guilty about it. She knows better than you, naturally. So she's done the job. So a Sahaja Yogi is not like a person who looks as if somebody has died in his family. See, like a very serious, he can't smile, even if you tickle, he won't smile, he's so much above everything. That sort of a person is not. He's always bubbling with enjoyment and love and understanding and friendship, everything he enjoys. That's what is a Sahaja Yogi. If you ever feel guilty, now of course I better pull your ears, that's I would not cancel, because then it might be much more there. But ever feel guilty, you said, why I'm feeling guilty? Just introspect. And this is the difference between Aristotle and Tolstoy. Yesterday I just realized that why I thought of Tolstoy instead of Aristotle. Now, our Vishnumaya principle is to be always kept very alert because it helps us in many ways. First of all, it helps us to pass the messages from your heart to your head. It is the one by which we integrate. Our heart and head is integrated by the Vishnumaya principle more than the Vishuddhi on the right side. Vishuddhi on the right side can create collectivity, can create understanding with each other. But on the left side helps you to keep a complete integration between your heart and your head. If there is a guilt, you just think of it and analyze it. It means that there's a struggle between you in your heart and your mind. Isn't it? Simple as that. If it was integrated, you would not feel guilty. And that is why all these artificial theories that have come, all these artificial yarn that you have read and all that, you forget. You are a Sahaja and you have entered into the kingdom of God. Enjoy. That's all you have to do. But you have to get to that state of enjoyment and understanding that you are above all. Even you can't say that you should not be like Buddha who is sitting silently. Nothing of the kind. Buddha was sitting silently only when he was doing meditation. Otherwise, you have seen the fat Buddha with all the children and laughing Buddha. That means ego must laugh at itself. That's how this filth of this guilt won't be there. Just laugh at yourself. How I did like this. Laughing at yourself is a very good way of understanding yourself. Try to find out what nonsense I do. How I wear. Like there's a lady. She always feels responsible for everything. No? I call her Girdhari, means the one who held the mountain Govardhan in his hand like that. She thinks she's responsible for everything. And I try to outwit her in all her responsibilities. Just to make her understand that she's not responsible. And when she feels she's responsible, she's all the time accumulating this guilt in her. Because firstly, she's not responsible. And secondly, being responsible, she's definitely going to commit some sort of mistakes. And then she's going to take the responsibility of the mistakes and feel guilty. Then Vishnumaya gets angry. And if she gets angry, then you have problem of the left side. And left side is so important that it doesn't show, it doesn't express itself, but it is painful to you. Left side is your own. It is painful to you. It's troublesome to you. If there is ego, others are troubled. But if there is left side, you feel bad. So don't feel bad for anything. I mean, some people feel bad because they were late for puja. Doesn't matter. That's the time you have to come. Some people feel that they couldn't bring something for puja. Doesn't matter. I never say you didn't bring this, you didn't do that. I've never said anything about the puja. Never, even once. That you did this wrong or you should not have done this wrong. Should have got. Gradually you all have learned. What was the need to tell you? Otherwise there would have been another big well of this guilt in your head. So you have to learn. You have never known pujas before. You don't know what puja means. You don't know anything of that kind, how it helps you. So, whatever was done, you are growing. After all, children, when they are growing, they will do mistakes. Only my job is to protect. And that I am doing. But now don't try to destroy yourself by feeling guilty. That's why we are today doing the puja of Vishnumaya. She is Kali, who is the sister of Shri Krishna and who was Draupadi, who is the one who is all the time for our protection and for telling us that we should not feel guilty at all and enjoy life.
May God bless you.
Let's be in meditation. Shri Mataji, verily, you are the doer, you are the enjoyer. I do nothing. Shri Mataji, you are the responsibility within me. Please take away all the doer feeling within me. Please keep me in the way that will please you, today and forever. Let's all collectively bow down, raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.